Hey guys, Chris here. You join me here in the 2020 Polestar 2, and today we're gonna do yet another range challenge from the starting point here in EX711 Hövik in Oslo to Gothenburg, Sweden. To be specific, we're going to Liseberg to see if we can get some cool shots outside of the Liseberg amusement park downtown Gothenburg. And before you go downvoting this video and commenting down below that I'm an idiot for traveling to Sweden in the middle of Corona, I am following the government's guidelines, which say it's no problem to travel to Sweden as long as I don't spend the night or if I'm in close contact with anybody who lives there. But I'm only going to charge one time in Sweden, and I'm also just going to take some photos in Gothenburg, and then I'm going to turn around and go back again to Oslo. So I'm fully within the government's guidelines, so that shouldn't be a problem at all. But what is very exciting and I'm curious about is where I'm going to stop and charge, or I know where I'm going to stop and charge, and that is Spekeröd outside of Gothenburg in Sweden. But I could charge on the way to Gothenburg and arrive there with around 25% battery, and then charge up to for about 30 minutes, and then go to Liseberg and then back again, and then I should arrive here with about 10%. But this car is giving me Colgate. So Colgate is when I think Björn, Tesla Björn actually coined the term. We did a challenge between a Polestar 2 like this and my Audi E-Tron, and he got Colgate, meaning that since the battery pack is cold, since we have cold temperatures outside 7 degrees Celsius, you don't get the optimal charging speed, and it peaks at a low percentage. So he got that when we did a range challenge between the Polestar 2 and my Audi E-Tron, and I am experiencing that here. I'm at 76% state of charge, but I'm only getting around 35-40 kilowatts of charging speed, and this car doesn't even have a kilowatt readout, so I'm have to convert this kilometers per hour readout to kilowatts. But when I compare to my Audi E-Tron, we're at about 35-40 kilowatts. I'm at 76% battery. This car estimates I'll be fully charged in 2 hours. I'm not going to go fully charged in 2 hours. And according to a better route planner, also we could go to Liseberg, and then we can charge on the way back. And then we will have 20% state of charge when we get to the charger at Spekeröd. So we might just do that. Yeah. No, 10%, guys. We'll have 20% when we get to Liseberg. So we will have 10%. I think that's cutting it a bit short. That means we have to charge to 100%, which we're not going to do because, yeah, we'll be done here in about 2 hours. So I'm not sure how much we're going to charge up to. We're at 77% now, maybe. Maybe we will go to about 90 if charging isn't too slow. Okay, so I've made an executive decision to lower my speed to the speed limit. So 110 speed limit, doing 110 kilometers an hour, but in real life we are actually probably closer to 104, 103 because of the built-in safety buffer. But I've lowered the speed to be able to get to that station, still indicating 1% battery. But look guys, our consumption is really high. 23.5 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. That is really, really high. And these Swedish motorways are really bumpy. So yeah, let's cross our fingers. Yeah, 2% now, because 1% is really cutting it close, guys. That is really nerve-wracking. So yeah, we'll see if we have to lower the speed once again. But yeah, we'll try to get there at the speed limit. Yeah, so we made it to the Ionity charger here in Spekeröd, and yeah, it seems like a good decision to lower the maximum speed because we actually arrived with 7% battery left. And even though the trip computer here was saying that we should have around 6% when we arrived, we had 1% more. So there seems to be a built-in safety buffer. So just in mid-trip update, guys, so we lowered the consumption from 23.5 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers down to 22.9 just by lowering the speed by 10 kilometers an hour. But I'm going to show you guys something very interesting, because when I looked at a better route planner again here, I'm just going to find the app. It actually said here that we were going to be able to get to Liseberg with 20% battery. So that seems a bit optimistic, right, guys? Well, something that I didn't see here, oh sorry guys, something I didn't see here was that it says maximum 100 kilometers an hour. So yeah, I missed that. So maybe if I did a maximum of 100 kilometers an hour, we might have been able to get to Liseberg and then back here again with around 10% battery. That seems a bit optimistic, guys, so I'm not sure. But let's see if we can get this charger to work, because guys, I have gotten my Ionity card, and from my previous videos you guys have been complaining, or some of you guys have been complaining about, don't use the app, only use the Ionity charging card or the RFID. Well, I have had some problems with the RFID chip, my Ionity card already. So let's go ahead and see if we can do this one-handed. Oh, such a stiff cable. Yeah, easy. Okay, we are now hooked up. Let's find my card and let's go ahead and see if this works without a problem. Okay, payment verified. Let's see if this just works flawlessly. Communication. We have a yellow light in the dashboard. And let's see if that lights up green. Takes a few seconds, but yeah, much quicker than the app and much more flawless. So, still communicating. Yeah, so yes, we have charging. Fantastic, guys. So that works like a charm. Let's see how high speed we will get here. 22 kilowatts. Yeah, so I'm hoping we'll be able to get quite the charging speed. We have mild temperatures outside. It's about 12 degrees Celsius now, and it is climbing. There you can see, guys, 50. So the highest I've managed to get with this car was about 60 kilowatts last night while testing it out with my brother, actually. But yeah, guys, this is now climbing. So, but yeah, stopped at 82. I hope this will climb a bit higher. We've now sat here for about 15 minutes charging. We're at 33% battery, and we have a speed at about 116 kilowatts, which is it's okay. It's not too bad. We peaked at around 120, so I'm a bit disappointed about how low we peaked. And it is, you know, it's 14 degrees Celsius outside, guys. It is quite mild in temperature. It's not too cold. And as you can see there, we're about at 34% battery capacity. We are charging at 463 kilometers per hour, and we have a range at about 100. So our next, or the turnaround point is Liseberg, as I said, in central Gothenburg. 43 kilometers from there, so the car estimates we will have about 20% when we reach that destination. So with this state of charge at 35%, it seems like we will be able to maybe just get back here. But as long as we have, you know, oh, now it's picked up again, guys. That is quite interesting. So we are now at around 123 kilowatts, guys. So that is quite interesting. 124. So it is climbing. It's a bit unstable up and down, but yeah, maybe we can get some nice charging speed now, and just top up as much as possible before the speed does decline. Because yeah, it doesn't matter if we sit here charging long now, or if we sit here for a while when we get back here on the return of the trip. So yeah, it will be very interesting to see. Yeah, now you can see, guys, it suddenly just dropped. What's going on here? What is going on? It just fell rapidly to 84. Very interesting. So coming from an E-Tron, which has a very flat charging curve from about 0 to 80%, I find this very, very weird and unusual indeed. Okay, we are here, guys, after 3 hours and 39 minutes. We are here in Gothenburg, outside of Liseberg. Of course, it is closed due to both COVID-19 and it being October. But you can see around me, there isn't a person. I'm not going to be in close vicinity to anybody here, so I'm going to get in the car as quickly as possible, and we are heading back to Oslo. So we are here at Ionity Spekeröd on our way back from Gothenburg, and we're at 79% battery state. We have been charging for about half an hour, and we are going to sit here a bit longer so we can charge to 92%, so we have enough juice to get back to Huawei, get back to Oslo, so we don't have to do any more charging stops. 264 kilometers left. It should do it with 90%, but I'm just gonna charge a bit more so we don't have to reduce the speed, because temperatures will get a bit colder. We have 12 degrees Celsius now, but we are losing daylight because last weekend we up in Norway, we turned the clock 1 hour backwards, meaning 1 hour, or meaning that it gets darker 1 hour earlier in the evening, which is the most stupid thing in the world, because we are so far up north latitude wise that in wintertime we do get dark winters, and then turning the clock 1 hour backwards so it gets dark an hour earlier in the afternoon is just stupid in my opinion. I would rather have darker morning in the morning than in the evening. Well, but maybe next year they will change that. We are crossing our fingers for that. But yeah, 80%. We're gonna charge a bit longer. We charged to about 53% when we went to Gothenburg. I forgot to update you guys, but yeah, we're gonna go to about 90%, and hopefully we will be able to get back to Oslo. We are finally at our endpoint here at EX711 here in Røde. 7 hours and 55 minutes on the road, 6 hours and 24 minutes in the car according to the board computer. But we did hit heavy traffic on our way into Gothenburg and also on our way out of Gothenburg. I had one unplanned pit stop, and we were also stopped by Border Patrol at the border crossing between Sweden and Norway due to COVID-19. So it's fair to say around half an hour we can subtract. So subtract half an hour, 7 hours and 25 minutes, 12 hours more than Ionity, or I mean a better route planner said we were going to use. That is due to problems with this car. When the battery isn't warm, we just don't get optimal charging speed. We peaked at like 125. We weren't even close to the 150, which is what Polestar claim. And yeah, we were the lowest at 15 kilowatts when we were at around 90% when we left Spekeröd. So crazy low charging speeds. Coming from an E-Tron, I am a bit critical, and I'm going to be critical because I'm a huge Volvo and Polestar fan. I'm going to buy the next generation XC90 when it comes in an EV. So I want their products to be as good as possible, at least as good as the Germans. And I'm used to the flat charging curve of my Audi E-Tron, which just gets full charging speed from 0 to 80. I mean, when it's cold outside and the battery is cold, you still get 120, 130. So I'm a bit disappointed. And also consumption at 22.4 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers is quite high for this car. So yeah, I'm not too impressed by the electric powertrain, by the battery pack, and by the consumption of this car. I'm quite disappointed actually, guys. So, but I'm also quite excited about this challenge route, Oslo, Gothenburg, back again. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And if this video hits 500 likes, I'm going to do this again in my Audi E-Tron. So if you liked today's video, please go ahead and click that like button down below. And for more car videos, as always, guys, please subscribe. See you guys later and goodbye.